you want to be more successful and you want to get out of your little peasant, uber girl, mediocre, below average energy, then this video definitely is for you. And if you're already successful, then anyway, this video still might be useful for you, because I'm going to be talking about next level success and how you can normalize bigger income brackets for yourself. Here are at least 4 of the points that I have felt that have been very important for me to learn. Well, I wish I had learned them a little early on, but I didn't. So as I always say, you're either going to be learning from someone else's mistake, that's a smart person, or you're going to be learning from your own hard, bad experiences, and basically that just means you learn the hard way. In both cases, I would suggest watch this video, take some notes, and be on your way to success already. Don't take your time with it. Just get this out of the way, do the identity switching right now, and just be on it already. Let's go. The first thing you're going to want to do is have stoicism. Be very stoic. To be honest, stoic is just simplifying everything, so you have a simple solution and a simple outcome for everything rather than complicating everything. You're just going to have a straight path and just make it simple. That is basically stoicism, and it means that you're going to be removing excess baggage from your life, excess drama from your life. You're not going to be giving any time to unnecessary emotions all the time. You're not going to be indulging in traumatic past memories anymore. You are not going to follow the struggle and the hustle culture, but you're going to keep your path very simple, as systemated, as automated, as simple as it could get. That's what you want to do. I think in other words, we could also say, take the path of least resistance and you're good to go. You're going to want to make everything quite simple, to the point, and very, very straightforward. If you want next level success, you have to really be super, super stoic, because that also means that you're not going to give time and attention to what distracts you from your path, what will hinder your progress. And in fact, you're going to choose willingly to give your time, your affection, your energy, your money, your investment into things that actually take you to the next level. Now, peasants are going to see this strategy as very selfish, as very strategic, cunning, maybe calculative, and yes, so what? It is. Do you really think every time you're going to get to a next income bracket, do you think what got you here is going to get you there? Obviously not. So in order to get there, there's things that you're going to want to have to do a little bit differently, and being stoic, honestly, is going to be the first one of them, because I can tell you, even having met billionaires here in Dubai, I can tell you that super simple, straight, blunt, honest, and stoicism is just, it's almost like it's in their DNA. Hitler level, straight poker face, you cannot see their emotions as such. And you may think that that's a bad thing, but no, it's not. It is a very good thing. Just like some of you will think, ow, being a snob is a bad thing. No, honey, being a snob is actually such a good filter to have, which will filter out the broke people, the bad friendships, the negativity, the toxic stuff. It's going to filter out a lot of crap, and only going to bring to you what is on a similar wavelength. And not everything and everyone is going to be on your wavelength anyway. We already know this. And by the way, that doesn't mean that you don't feel things or you don't think things through. You do. It's just that you don't allow them to take over you. You don't allow them to determine how you're going to walk through life the next day. You don't allow them to determine how you're going to behave and react crazily towards other people. You just don't. You have this self-control. It's like the next level of self-control, self-preservation, because you're going to be preserving your emotions and your reactions and your thoughts, and you're going to keep them to yourself, because that is where they belong. If you're somebody who's all over the place, way below average, chances are you're probably very mediocre if you are a highly reactive person. That is I think that's the first lesson I've been teaching from day one of me making content. Be the least reactive, y'all. Be the least reactive. The more you react to everything throughout your daily routine or life or people, whatever, the more it just keeps you stuck there. Do you think in order to get to the next level, you're going to be busy with petty stuff, petty people, petty little situations, and you're just thinking them through over and over again? Do you really think that's what top 10 individuals do? Because then think again. They really don't. No. And you can call that arrogance. You can call that being stoic. You can call that being very selfish and mean and cold. But it is what it is. There's a strategy to get to the next level. Here's another benefit that being stoic will give you, that it will keep manipulation and gaslighting out of the picture. Not everybody will be able to gaslight you or manipulate you or try and get a reaction out of you. Then you're very stoic. Yeah, because to a certain degree, it creates a little bit of fear in people that they can't quite figure out what are you thinking and what are you feeling and what is your next move and what are you gonna do now and what is gonna be your reaction. They can't quite figure you out, and that is a very good thing. We all know being unpredictable, it really plays out well in relationships. It also really plays out well in friendships. It also plays out very well in business and money as well. And by being unpredictable, I don't mean you being, I don't know, somebody potentially who's able to like kill someone or anything like that. No, it just means that not every one of your moves is going to be put out there on the table openly. You just keep these things to yourself. Trust me. Let's get to our second point, which is very interesting because I can relate to this one myself so much, which is you have to keep your head tilted straight. I can relate to this. You have to keep moving forward, meaning you have to walk straight. When you walk straight, we all know your head should be directed forwards. You cannot keep walking forward or trying to walk forward in life and take further steps. Meanwhile, your head is tilted backwards, meaning you keep going back to old memories. You keep going back to old people. You keep going back to your own childhood traumas. You keep going back to your little childhood place that you miss so much, right? Again, you're not being stoic when you keep going back and forth with these situationships, all right? All of these things are situationships that you want to completely cut off from your life if you want to normalize success, next level success in your life. And now I understand success has different definitions for, or like different meanings for different people. But the success we mean in this video specifically today is going to be about abundance, wealth, money, cash, business, cash flow, passive income, all that good stuff, which I love. I also have a wonderful opportunity for you guys if you guys want to turn your social media platforms, especially Instagram and TikTok, into a money-making machine. Start selling digital products, and I have a wonderful digital product for you that is not only going to make you 100% profit, but it will also teach you all the high-income skills that you need in order to optimize the social media platform so you can start earning. And you don't need followers for that. You don't need any inventory for that. There is no shipping or delivery or exchanges or returns and refunds involved. There is no recruitment involved and no headache, I would say. It's just plain and simple 3 to 4 hours of work every single day from home while you're selling digital done-for-you products. I have a whole collection of digital done-for-you products if you want to just check out my Stan Store link, which is also given in the description down below, or you probably will see it on the screen right here. It's also in the bio of my own Instagram. My Instagram is @MeLadyIsha, and I share testimonials and results all day, every day on my Instagram because Instagram is where I'm most active. And since we are talking about money, wealth, abundance, cash flow, all these successful things, okay, it just only makes sense that I give you this opportunity to open up your mind and to learn new skills so you can literally live a better life, have passive income coming in your sleep, and you can just go on with your day doing wonderful things, focusing on self-development, focusing on improving your skills, focusing on having a better relationship with yourself, with your past self, with your future self. I don't know, maybe go therapy, do whatever you want with your free time, because digital marketing honestly allows you enough free time where you can do a lot of fun things, have a lot of time for your hobbies, reading, I don't know, bungee jumping, whatever the things that you like to do. You will have enough time to do all of those things because you have a business that runs on auto. Because it's automated, you're going to learn all of that inside, don't worry. And it gives you enough free time to just be anywhere around the world and still keep making passive income in your sleep, all by posting a few things a day, using Instagram, that's all. And you don't even have to show your face, so that's a win-win situation for my girlies out there who don't want to show their faces online, and that's totally okay. You can still earn a lot of money whilst not showing your face. Do it the faceless way. The link is given down below. Go take a look and start your own damn business because it's time that you make this year count for yourself. And of course, the coming years also. You owe this to yourself and your future self and your future children also. Because who doesn't want a successful, feminine, beautiful, wealthy mother? Every kid's dream is that. So please allow your children to fulfill their dreams. I'm all about that. So as I was saying, when you're moving forward, keep your head tilted forward so you can keep going straight and you don't fall down. Because if you're trying to walk forward and your head is tilted backwards, you keep going back, you keep looking back, you keep feeling things that are backwards, that take you in the past, you are going to fall. And you're going to fall really, really bad. And you're going to be confused, did you hurt your head or did you hurt your face? Because you were directed nowhere. Let's get to the next point. This one is so personal to me as well. And to so many of my clients that I have, like students that I have dealt with, because all of them had problems in their childhood, traumas. We all have that. It's just a part of a human experience. It's normal. Please normalize this. And so please normalize having therapy, coaching, mentorship, just having that support system that's given to you by professionals. And no, that is not something your mommy can give you or your friend can give you. Please stop thinking like a peasant. If you're watching this video, no, please, because this is so personal to me as well, because I literally used to think, therapy, that just means maybe I'm mentally not okay anymore. Am I mad? Am I retard? Am I crazy? Am I mental? Stop thinking that way, because every single person on earth, no matter what background they come from, no matter how well off their family has been, or even if you come from a very, below average, broke background, let me just be blunt. Wherever you come from, you all need therapy. And that's just the bottom line reality. You all need therapy. Whether you like it or not, whether it triggers you or not, well, I would want you to be triggered, because if it triggers you, then maybe that's a good sign that, it hit the right spot, honey, because it means something to you. Yeah, it means something to you. And that means you need therapy, because everybody does. What's the problem with that? And once I normalized being in therapy, having therapy, and it's like, oh, even all the successful people that I know, they all go to therapy. They all have coaches as well. They all have mentors as well. And this journey never ends as well, by the way. Listen, if you're somebody who does not even make 10K a month, let's say, yeah, you're going to want to need a coach that gets you from 0 to 10K. That's one part of your initial journey, let's say. The next journey would be now to open up your mind a little bit more, work on your mindset shift, identity switching, honey. It's always work at every step of the way. Now you're going to want to need someone, a coach, a mentor, that will get you from the 10K mark to maybe the 50K mark, let's say. Yeah. And then from 50 to the 100K mark, you will need a different person that will coach you through that journey. It's not going to be the one who got you from 0 to 10. They cannot get you from 20 to 100K. They can't, okay? They don't know that yet. They're vibrating on a different wavelength. They're not there yet. And then the person who's going to get you from 100K to, let's say, $1 million a month, that's going to be a totally different ballgame, because that's going to be a very different mentor. And guess what? At every stage of the way, every coach is going to cost you more. Every mentor is going to cost you more. And that's an investment that you make in yourself. Every time you make a payment for something, remember, you're not paying that person for anything. Stop thinking like a peasant, because some of you all pay things and you feel bitter about it. Why are you feeling bitter? You're not doing that person a favor at all by paying them for something, because you are getting something in return for yourself. Whether you're paying for a meal, a dress, designer items, a house, a car, whoever you're paying, even if it's just a service, you're getting some things maintained and sorted inside the house. You're paying these guys, these poor guys that work hard all the time, all day long. You pay them and you want a discount and you want to feel bitter about it. For what? That's a you problem, because why are you feeling bitter about something that you're releasing in order to get something better in return? Because aren't you getting something better? What would you want? You want to keep those extra 50 quids in your pockets, or do you want to actually pay it now to someone who can actually come and clean your house? What would you prefer? What do you prefer? If you prefer to keep the 50 bucks to yourself, okay, maybe then that's what you need at that given point of time. Do that. But if you're paying someone to get a service in return, that means you have already decided that you're going to get something better in return anyway. So feel great and feel glad every time you release a little bit of money, because you're getting something wonderful in return, which should make you feel so happy, so convenient, so at ease. so excited and happy. Like it should. Why is it not? Do you see how this is a mindset? And now do you see why I'm linking this to mentorship, coaching, also therapies? Because if you do not heal your childhood wounds, your traumas, blah, 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 through therapy, through somebody really professional, not a friend who can't even figure out her own life. No, it's going to be someone professional, okay? And you have to also search for people, because some of the therapists you will connect with. Some of them will be like, I'm not feeling it. Next. It's okay to keep changing your coaches. It's okay to change your mentors. It's okay to change your therapist. It's okay to change your psychiatrist if that is what you need. Whatever. You need these things, get them out of the way, because don't stay stuck in that rut. Oh, I can figure things out by myself. No, you're going to keep walking through life still not having figured shit out, and you will be in your late 30s and 40s. Come on, and you'll keep living an average life. And what? You'll be self-taught? Don't believe in that. When people say, I'm self-taught, no. You learned from someone, you got inspired by someone, or you copied someone. That's all. One of these three things, nothing else. There's nothing else in between. There's no other option. Does that make sense? Note that. Stabilize your emotions. Okay, stabilize, like your emotional health is so important as well as your mental health. Of course, if you're talking about success, we cannot be stuck in traumas, past relationships, bad memories, something that makes us maybe cry all the time or maybe makes us overwhelmed all the time. We have to be stable enough to be able to have these emotions, but still be able to calm down our nervous system and be okay with it. No problem. Next, we still continue with our day, do our normal things. We're feeling things, okay, sit down 1 hour, 2 hour, talk to your therapist, whatever. Get that goddamn thing out of your system so you can focus on what's ahead of you. Remember, you keep looking forwards. You don't tilt your head backwards ever. Like that is the #1 rule for success. #4, my favorite point. I'm in Aries. I can cut off people left, right, center very quickly if I want to. Most of the time I don't want to, because then it's like I only know a few people. If I cut everybody, I'll be alone. And I think that thought, again, that's my own limiting belief that's coming out right now. I realize this. I know my limiting beliefs. And this happens to be one. Because sometimes I feel like, especially in the recent past, I felt like I was the smartest one probably in the room, or the more inspiring one that everybody could learn something from, get inspired or copy, yeah? But I could not take anything from them. Like I have nothing to be inspired by. Can't copy anything anyway because I don't do that shit. Because I'm creative enough to come up with my own ideas. But I can't even like learn anything from them. Okay. But then, you don't want to cut off from everybody left, right, center, because then it's like, you're going to be so alone. What you going to do then? So what do you prefer? Okay, do you know what? We're going to keep them around, but we're just going to meet less and less and less. That's what I'm going to do. Meanwhile, try and create my own tribe. So that is the plan that I came up with. Kind of coached myself through this because I needed to. It was just a little moment that I had the other day. And I was like, you know what? I need to get this out of the way. Because somehow, one way or the other, it's hindering my progress. It really is. It's a little distracting, okay? It's like, it exhausts your energy. Because think about this. If you're the smarter one, maybe the better looking one, maybe like whatever it is about you that is a little bit more special, that gives you more privilege through life, and you're hanging out there with like maybe ugly people, overweight people, like obese people, yeah, they have overall a very different experience in life. They cannot relate with the experiences and the privileges that you have, okay? And you need to understand this. And again, since we're talking about success today, if you're a successful person, or of course on your way to be one, which you are, if you're watching, of course you are, then you have to focus on success only. And look for successful people only, and hang out with successful people only, and learn from successful people only. Cannot be listening to Uber girls, peasants, Kareem boys, all these super low wavelength people who have no purpose in life, who do not wake up for a reason every day, who have nothing to look forward to every single day, probably have toxic relationships in their life. That's keeping them stuck over there. Probably never have a career, maybe don't want to, and that's okay. Not everybody wants a career. I totally respect that. I get it. It's a personal choice. But they just don't have anything nice to look forward to. They don't have positivity and creativity and inspiration in their life. What you gonna do with them? Now tell me, with their company, with their energy, how is that of use to you? And when we talk about success, we have to think a little bit about our own self and our own benefit also. Because everybody is looking out for their own benefit, not to benefit other people. Anyway, we know this. But I also do believe that good-hearted people do become very, very successful. And that's just maybe my mindset. Maybe some of you may think a little differently, because you are looking at things on a surface level. You know, you look at you look at successful people's stoicism and you're like, oh my God, what a calculative, cold person. But it's just their strategy that got them there. Maybe as a human being, you never tried to get to know them because they're wonderful people, okay? Listen, there's good and bad people in every income bracket. We know this. Good and bad people in every city, every country, every village, every income bracket has good and bad people. Every race, every culture has that. However, most of the successful people that you will see will always be the most charitable, generous, kind, and humble. But yes, will they be a little bit of a snob? Yeah, because it helped them along the way to stay on their path. Can you blame them? You better not, because you're going to be stupid if you do that. Can you blame somebody for being very stoic, where they almost feel a little cold, but actually maybe they're more kinder than you at heart, but you're not able to see that because you're an Uber girl, you're a Kareem boy, you see things on a surface level and then you determine that's what it is. You're so goddamn opinionated. Listen, if your income bracket is way below 20K a month, you have no right to be that opinionated. Let's be very honest here. Yeah, because you still are in that peasant energy, first of all. Uber girl, below average energy. This goes for men and women both. Let's say you're a woman, you don't want a career, no problem, okay, fine. But your man is giving you everything. You know how to be provided and you can contain a lot. That's great. I'm not talking about you then. Generally, I'm talking. If you're somebody with a career, you haven't still figured things out because you were too lazy to learn the right skills, which is why your income bracket never changed. You're still at the same job, stuck at the same job, stuck in the same income bracket. The only little amount of increase that you ever got was that 5% increase, 10% increase after a few years of work. How does that even help? That's still peasant energy. That's an Uber girl level. An Uber girl has no right to be that opinionated about work, about money, or about what successful people should do with their money. Keep your mouth shut. Do you see how online people, you will never see a multi-millionaire or a billionaire ever discourage others. They don't. Who's the first one to discourage? The broke ones. Who's the first one to discourage? The ones who know they can't make it. Out of jealousy and resentment, they be saying a lot of things. They will spew so much out of their mouth because they have a lot to say, but not a lot to do. Successful people, you will learn more and you will know all these strategies and you will finally start seeing them as real people who are just a little bit more smarter than the average, who have a little bit more structure and discipline in their life than the average, who use snobbery or stoicism in their daily life. It becomes a part of them because they've mastered the art of that. They're also very convincing. This is one thing you will learn about these people. They're very convincing. Not that they have to convince anyone, but of course, if you're somebody who makes more sales, who has a better business, doing more, making more money, whatever, well, along the way, you know that you learned how to be very convincing to be able to crack those deals and get the sales and, close another house, whatever. You know how to convince. And you just have to know this. Now, you don't have to people please, because again, people pleasing is another trait that a lot of Uber girls and Kareem boys possess. Trying to be nice on the surface when they're actually really not that nice. We all know how that goes. But if you're talking about being that successful person who wants to normalize next level success for themselves, convincing, yes, that's an art. Influencing, that's an art. Communicating, good skill. That's fun. That's an art. But people pleasing? Nah, we'll talk tomorrow. Not interested. And hanging out with Uber girls? Because again, people pleasing? No, you have to let go of that sooner or later. And a lot of people are scared. Oh my God, is the journey to success not lonely? It may be alone at times. Yeah, because sometimes you have to isolate yourself to really focus, maybe brainstorm, maybe come up with ideas, whatever. When you're a very creative person, you love to isolate yourself sometimes anyway. I mean, I know I do. I love isolating myself sometimes and I'm like, oh my God, I fucking hate people. Get out of my face because I need time with myself now. And I do that maybe because I'm a human design projector, maybe because I'm an introvert, but maybe also because I've always been focused on success, never been focused on gossip, people, never been nosy about their life, cannot be bothered. I see most of the people as just, I don't know, just another person. Nothing special. So I don't get inspired that much by people, but I get inspired by things, by my own thoughts, by my own motivation. Like the creative juices flow sometimes, and for that I need to isolate myself. And you know what I'm talking about. You can relate to this. If you have any level of success, you know what I'm talking about. We all love isolating ourselves for a period of time where we have to come up with ideas, think through next strategy, blah blah blah. You need time alone sometimes. Is it lonely? No, it's not, because life is only going to get lonely if you keep looking backwards and you cannot heal your traumas and your childhood problems, aka therapy, coaching, mentorship. These three things will get you out of that funk so you can finally be happy, because now you have something to look forward to, and in that ground you can create your own career, family, a good social circle, close-knit community, your own tribe, your own gang of children. You can create so much in that field, you know, but that field has to be cleared once. You're only going to be able to clear that once you have your mental blocks and emotional stability. Get these things out of the way and fix them, okay? Then you'll be a very happy person, and then you will never have a problem sometimes isolating yourself, yeah? Because if you talk to a normal, let's say Uber girl, Kareem boy, they have no concept about isolating themselves. It's like, what do you mean? For them, it's a foreign concept. Why? Because they find validation in other people's company, acceptance, validation. That's how they validate themselves. That's how they feel that they exist as well, is when they're around other people that are alive as well. But then there are the chosen ones who are meant to be very, very successful. Those are the ones who will find inspiration, intuition, inner voice, guidance, clarity when they are a little bit in that isolated phase of life. You know, and I don't mean in a depressing, isolated way. No, no, no. Sometimes just sitting by yourself and analyzing and calculating things and just going through things on your own. You need to do this. If you're not used to this, you need to do this, because, again, talking about Uber girls, Kareem boys, it's a foreign concept to them. They can't. They will feel so bored or turbulent if they even sit down with themselves for 10 minutes. And the reason is, if you have a glass of water and there is like dirt on the glass, you pour water, the water is sitting, what's happening is the dirt is slowly coming up. That's your past traumas and your ex bad relationships and all of those things coming to the surface, because the water is still. But if you look at the rivers and the oceans, whatever, where the water is not still, and not much dirt over there, you don't see dirt on the surface over there, do you? Because there's running water. It's not sitting still. Running water is always clean, we know this. Still water, not so clean anymore all of a sudden, is it? It's the same water from the same source, but it's contained in this little area, can't even get out of there, and it's becoming dense and dirty, and all the dirt is coming on the surface. That is what happens with people, that in that glass, they sit down with themselves, and now they're having to deal with their own emotions and their thoughts that are coming on the surface, and they're very dirty and messed up. They're messed up because they didn't heal. They messed up because they're too arrogant to even accept the fact that they need therapy. Yeah, they are too stubborn to think that they need a coach or a mentor to get them out of that funk maybe, and work on their mindset and remove the blockages and just give them some homework to do so they have clarity and direction in their life. They're too stubborn to accept this reality. So what will happen is, they will stay still for a second and they will feel miserable, because everything around them all of a sudden is like, oh my god, my relationship sucks, my family sucks, oh my god, my friends suck, oh my god, I don't even have a career, I don't even know what is meant by creativity, I don't know. All of a sudden they will feel turbulent. All of a sudden it's like, oh my god, look at people, what are they doing? What is this person doing? They have it better than me. This person is better than me. The competition, the jealousy, the copy, the resentment, blah blah blah. That's your daily average person. They cannot sit with themselves. So yeah, coming back to the question, is success a lonely journey? No, it's not, because it's on you to create your own community, a tribe, a family, a good support system of professionals, again, a friendship circle, a nice social circle, whatever, your children. These things give you happiness, like your prayers, your spirituality, you know, your connection with your God. all of this combination of things, like your fitness, your wellness, all of these combination of things is something that makes you happy. It's not just the one thing only, success. Success has nothing to do with your happiness anyway. It's just a part of your life. You either want it or you don't want it. Get out of the way. You know, it's just one of those things, and you have to start looking at it for what it is. It's not like one thing and that's all that's going to determine the whole damn quality and happiness of your life. No, because happiness and quality of life is a combination of a lot of things, which includes your health, your wellness, your fitness, your family life, your personal life, your relationships, your friendships, your own tribe, your own community, your social circle, your health, fitness, wellness, your connection to God, your level of spirituality. All of this combined collectively is what determines your level of happiness. And not just only one thing in that success, and that will determine if you're a happy person or a lonely person or a bad person or a sad person. Nah, it's just another part and another area of your life. That if you want it, you're going to focus on it and do the right thing because it's a skill. If you don't want it, get out of here. This video was not even for you. Why are you still watching? My name is Isha. I'm your mindset coach. I help you guys start your own careers, help you improve your relationship with money and yourself, which in turn will improve your relationship with other people also, because everything is just kind of so interlinked with one another. You improve one area of your life, surprisingly, it also improves all the other areas of your life also simultaneously. That is just therapy, mentorship, coaching. That's just what it brings to you in your life, you know, and that is why I'm always going to be so big on that, because that is what helped me in my journey. And I hope that you're open enough to kind of have a little clarity and do these things as well, because it's going to give you great benefit and your whole generation will thank you for this. You're so welcome. I'll see you in my next video. Follow me on Instagram if you wish to stay connected. DM me anytime if you're about to start your digital marketing journey. I welcome you, and you're so welcome as well, because you're about to open the floodgates of cash flow, money, income, passive income. Well, welcome to the other side of the world where, oh, you're in for a ride. All the best. It's linked below. I will see you in my next video. Bye.